Hey everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and as you've probably already seen from the title, this is gonna be it's gonna be a different video. If you've been following my personal life for a while, whether that's on Instagram or on TikTok or in our Facebook group for The Sensible Mama, you know that I've been going through a lot of life changes lately, and it's been a lot of changes. And going through that process of making those changes has made me sort of have to think deeply about all aspects of my life. You know, I think that starting a business was the best thing that ever happened to me, outside of my kids. Professionally, personally, for my own sense of self-worth and accomplishment, starting my business and having it succeed was the best thing that's ever happened to me. It was so the best, in fact, that I completely immersed myself into it and lost myself inside of it. And the concept of losing yourself has a really negative connotation, I guess, but in a lot of ways, it was wonderful. It's been an honor to lose myself in The Sensible Mama. Because at the end of the day, The Sensible Mama is me. That's who I am. This was my passion project, and it exploded in all the right ways. But when I first got started, before The Sensible Mama was a store, when The Sensible Mama was a YouTube channel, my goal was always to get to spend time inspiring other women, leading other women, sharing about myself and what I'm learning, what I'm unlearning, how I'm growing as a person, talking about important issues and things that mothers and women care about. And I was doing a really good job with that in the beginning, I think. But over time, as the business started to grow, much more than what I had ever expected that it would, I started getting this sort of uncomfortable feeling that this business is growing, it's becoming more visible to tons of people, and everyone is seeing The Sensible Mama as Amber Wardell. It was almost like the two were synonymous. And as an imperfect person, someone who screws up, someone who makes mistakes, someone who now has employees who also rely on the success of this business, it was just such a sense of pressure of like, I have to always be perfect. I have to always say and do the right thing. I have to always be on the right side of every argument. And if I mess up, I will deal. And if I am anything other than perfect, and it has an impact on my business, well, now it's not just me who has those consequences. It is the people who have come to rely on my business to support their families. And in really letting that fear absorb into me, I started deciding like, okay, I need to separate myself from The Sensible Mama a little bit. That started with me first separating out my personal Instagram from The Sensible Mama Instagram, and separating out my personal TikTok from a Sensible Mama TikTok, like all these things to sort of separate myself out from the business, so that at least the business could always just be the standalone, like this is the business, come shop at the business. And then there was Amber, who was separate. And it was a wonderful idea to begin with, and it still is. It was still the right thing. But unfortunately, what happened is like the Amber side of things sort of had to lay dormant for a while I really focused on the business. So my YouTube channel, where I used to do story times and vlogs and reviews of things that had nothing to do with my store, they were just like fun ways to relate with my audience and share things with you. It was like that all went away, and I just was feeling like I constantly had to do packing videos at 5 Ways Wednesday and reviews on Friday and stick to a publishing schedule and all of these things that were wonderful. I saw that every time I uploaded a video, we would get a surge of sales, and I knew that was great for my business, so I was gonna keep on doing that. I saw that my vlogs didn't perform as well as my packing videos. I saw that, you know, although there were a cohort of people who loved the storytime videos, there were some people who joined because they subscribed because they watched a packing video, and then they see some like storytime video from me and they're like, this isn't what I came here for. I came here for product reviews and whatnot. I don't care about your hilarious cooking incident that happened this weekend. I just want to talk about the bags. And so I stuck to that. I just started making this channel be, for the most part, all about packing bags, packing videos, 5 Ways Wednesday. You can see in the channel art for this channel, I think it actually says faith, family, and something else. It was supposed to be about all that stuff, and it used to be, and it's just not anymore. And that makes me sad. That doesn't mean that there's not so much value in this channel in terms of just showing you how to pack bags, showing you how to use the things that you've purchased in a more economical way, 5 ways to use something that you only thought there was one way to use it for. Like, these are great things. I do love making this content, but my passion is for talking about us as women and moms. It's talking about the things that we go through, our hardships, our struggles, our successes, the beautiful parts of our lives. And I really, as I've evaluated where I'm at and where I'm going and what I've been doing, I realized that a huge part of what I'm passionate about is not being represented here on YouTube anymore. So I did decide to launch my second channel. I'm very excited about it. The first video will be going up next week, and I'm very, very thrilled about that. I know a bunch of you you've seen me do 1,000 different polls on my Instagram. Every time I've thought about doing this, I would ask you guys, do you want me to leave all this content on the Sensible Mama channel or start a new channel? And people were always split, like 50-50 on what I should do. So I didn't trust myself to make the decision, so I just wouldn't do it. And now I've decided to do it. It is done. It's official. There's a second channel already. If you follow me on TikTok, you already have seen a preview of what some of the new channel content is going to be like. See, TikTok, I know not everyone loves that platform. Sometimes I hate it myself, but I have grown an audience of over 500,000 followers on that app. And although I started off on TikTok doing stupid dance trends and like just being silly and using it as just an outlet, it really became a place for me to process the things I was learning in therapy, share things that I'm learning from reading self-help books, talk about motherhood. I have had numerous articles written about me in the United States and international newspapers for the impact that my TikToks are having on women and especially moms. And seeing how women and moms have been drawn to the message that I give over there on TikTok has been incredible. And that message over there is many, but if I had to summarize it, the message that I'm all about is we deserve to take care of our mental health. We do not have to be martyrs for our children. We are allowed to be burnt out and exhausted and overwhelmed, and we're allowed to even admit that to our children because they deserve to understand that motherhood is not easy all the time. They deserve to understand that we are human. A lot of what I talk about on TikTok is us as women and moms pursuing the things that we love. Because I'm becoming convinced as I speak to more and more women, as my reach on TikTok grows, there's also more people who are able to reach me. And I'm learning from women all around the world who all have the same message, which is that I feel like I am supposed to die to myself. It is supposed to be God or whatever spiritual faith that I follow, and then my husband or my partner, and then my kids, and then me. And sometimes those are a little bit out of order, but me always at the bottom. And if I care about myself and my needs and my wants at all, well, then I'm a selfish wife. I am a bad mom. And we hear this message from people everywhere we go, that if we didn't want to just give up everything for our kids, then we shouldn't have been moms. And I don't know, man. Being a mom today, I'm convinced, is harder than it has been for any other generation, and I'm sure every generation of moms has said that. But I can't help but look around, and I've talked about this on this channel before. I can't help but look around at all the expectations that are on moms today. It's not just make sure they go outside and play for as long as they can and have dinner on the table when they get home from their activities. Now it's you have to be room mom and you have to be on the PTA, and are you making sure that your kids are getting therapy when they need it? Are you protecting them from predators out in the world? Are you protecting them from predators on the internet? Are you giving them enough freedom? Are you giving them too much freedom? Are you disciplining them the correct way? Are you being patient enough with them? Are you being too lenient? Are you a permissive parent? If not, are you an overbearing authoritarian parent? Make sure you cook them meals, but not those meals. Make sure you give them plenty of attention, but not too much attention. Make sure you're disciplining your children, but not that way. Make sure you're seeking out the best schools for them, but not those schools. Make sure you are teaching them about the importance of exercise, but don't put too much emphasis on exercise or else they might get eating disorders. All these things, we are expected to become experts on everything around us, and shield our children from everything that's bad and push them towards everything that's good. And if we make one single mistake, we are failures as a mom. The pressure is enormous. And because of all of that, we have completely lost the ability to be Amber or Nicole or Tabitha or Tiffany. And what I've learned through my own journey on TikTok, see, when I joined TikTok, no one knew about this. No one knew me from The Sensible Mama. No one knew my business. I was just able to be me. I was able to talk about the things that mattered to me. And sometimes that was roller skating, and sometimes that was therapy, and sometimes that's been stuff I'm cooking in the kitchen. Sometimes it's been smacking down the patriarchy. I don't know. And it's resonated with women, and it has filled something in my heart that I need. And if I need it, then I know that other women need it too. So my new account is going to be about all of that. I'm gonna do roller skating review. I'm gonna talk about all the things that I love, and you know, some videos you might look at the title. I'll try to make them specific so you know if you're interested in tuning in or not. But I'm gonna talk about roller skating. I'm cooking. I'm learning how to bake. I'm gonna share with you recipes, reviews of things that I'm learning to use in the kitchen. I'm gonna talk to you about motherhood. I'm gonna talk to you about business, running a business, hiring people, managing employees. I'm going to talk to you about training my dog, who is such a jerk sometimes. I'm going to talk about it all, and I'm really excited for that. And I'm going to talk about marriage, and I'm going to talk about marriages falling apart. I'm going to talk about healing and therapy and walking away, putting yourself back together. I'm going to talk about hard things too. And I think there's probably a lot of people who need to hear that. So I'm excited to talk about it. Now, as for this channel, things aren't going to change all that much. Already, I haven't been super consistent about my posting schedule lately, as you can see. But I am going to be continuing posting here, but I may also be inviting other people to post here sometimes. Because the whole other side for this channel is that I don't pack the way that I used to. There is nary a diaper to be found in this place. I don't even have butt paste anymore. I don't pack changes of clothes because my kids just have never, not once in their entire lives, had an accident out. We have sleep problems here in this house. Sleep is our cross to bear, but you know, I got lucky. My kids don't have accidents out, so I leave a change in the car, but I don't keep it in my bag. I feel like my videos are starting to become unrelatable anyways, because like, they don't feel authentic to me because I'm standing in a warehouse. Like, what did I used to put inside of diaper bags? So I'd like to find up and coming moms with younger kids who are wanting exposure on YouTube, who are wanting experience, and getting them to take over and make some videos for this channel. People who you'll know and you'll recognize from our community. I want to give, you know, the whole point of being a woman in industry and having success is to reach back and pull up the people who are coming up behind you, and I'd like to use this channel somehow to do that. So I'm not going anywhere. I will be here, but there may also be some friends here as well. And I hope that you won't feel like you're losing me, because I'll just be over there. I'll be in my new home. So I'm really excited. I think I'm gonna set up my first video on that channel to be a live stream, like a premiere here. Not a live stream where I am live streaming, but a premiere where we watch it together and we can chat. If you're in my Facebook community, you might have noticed that I haven't been going live lately. One of those is because my kids are going to bed later and later, and it's been making it very hard when I have them to do my lives. But to just in complete transparency, I'm still healing. And everyone has every right to ask me any question they ever want to ask, and I'm an open book. And when I'm more healed, I hope to be open to hear any question at any time about anything. But I've found that right now, having questions given to me in a moment where I'm not prepared, questions that are about what's going on in my personal life and what led up to it and all like that, I find them triggering to me. And that's no one's responsibility but my own. But it has caused me to be just, every time I go to do a live in my Facebook group, I end up not doing it. And it's because I know where I'm at mentally and emotionally. So I'm excited about premiering this first video on the new channel, doing it in a way where we can all chat with each other, but where I have my own sense of kind of like not having to respond to things in the moment visually, because I wear everything on my face. I have no poker face. So if you want, you can go ahead and start subscribing over there. My first video on that channel will also have a pretty hefty giveaway associated with it, and it will be for the people who have subscribed over there. And I'm excited. I'm ready for this new journey, and I hope you'll join me over there. Love you. Mean it always. Mwah. And I'll see you in the next one. Over there. And here, but also over there. Okay, bye.